Previously on Surviving Sliptopia.
With 1.3 coming out, we're going to need more villagers. So what we're going to end up doing is building up the village. Alright, we're good to go there. There are oinkers everywhere. That's going to be it for today, guys. I will see you on Tuesday. What is up, the world? It is your friendly neighborhood Slipgator here, and we have animals. So, I'm back from my vacation. Thanks very much for you guys being patient, waiting a couple days for some stuff to happen. I headed up to Maine to celebrate my brother's 30th birthday. What up, meats? What up, delicious meats? Look at them all. So I have all of the meats. Got some cows, some chickens, some pigs, and some sheeps. And put them all in this pen, just in case, because the wolf population in this biome is absolutely out of control. And, ooh, arrows. And I didn't want anybody else to get killed, basically. I wanted to make sure. And I had to go pretty far. I had to go about 350 blocks to find some pigs. But yeah, so I got all that done. I got some stuff done, actually, the day before I left. And I also got some stuff done today. So, just real quick, I ended up going down into this dungeon, down here, into this cave. I did some caving down there, and I found a dungeon. In the dungeon, I found some spawners. So I found a couple of spider spawners and a couple other things. But one of the other things that I found while I was down there was, melon seeds. I have never had melons before. So far in Sliptopia, we've never had any melons. And so now we do. We have melons and melon seeds, and I'm going to end up following one of Zazumavoid's tutorials to build an automated factory for melons and pumpkins. But it should be pretty cool. So far I've got a bunch of melon seeds, and so we're doing really good there. So it's pretty exciting, pretty cool. Got the animals going. That stuff's pretty cool. So don't really know where all that's going to go, but I ended up also filling in a couple of these small cave systems. There used to be a cave here, there used to be a cave system here, and I explored them real quick. They were real small and filled those guys in. But also been busy over here getting ready for 1.3. So yeah, you may notice the village looks quite a bit different. Me and the derps have been hanging out and doing a lot of creation. So I'll come over here and show you what's going on. Yeah, what up, guys? What up, village derps? Oh, really? You guys have been humping? Ah, okay. So, if you remember when we first came over here, we had, I think it was, this house, and this house, and that was it. So, this well was here too, but I kind of edited it a little bit. But there's the house of all doors. They've built a golem now. What up, golem? Yeah, you better keep these guys safe or I'm going to kick your ass. Oh, I'm scared. So, I went on the interwebs, on the YouTubes, and I found some tutorials on what houses look like in villages. And so I built some of them, and I've edited mine a little bit. I put some half slabs on the roofs, so that we don't get mob spawns up there. And I built a couple of these smaller places. I added some doors to them all. And I took this house here and recreated it over here. This is an exact replica, pardon me, with some extra doors. The reason why, if you're not familiar or you don't know why I'm adding doors, the number of villagers you have in your village is dependent on the number of doors you have, so it's your door count divided by 3. So then I put this house of doors back here just to encourage more humping action from our villagey derps. And I don't know what I'm going to do over here. I might add a couple more, but I figured I'd just leave myself some room just in case we wanted to do something different. But yeah, and the reason why we're doing that again is because of in 1.3 the villager interactions are going to be quite advanced. We're going to be able to do some trading with them and things like that. I haven't downloaded the snapshot or done any snapshot updates. I'm not that cool yet. But we have been pretty busy. It's pretty cool. I was really excited to see all the villagers spawning in there. And we put a 2-high fence around everything just to make sure that spiders can't get in there. Also, finished the minecart rail in the Nether, and I don't believe that you guys have seen it. So I figure we can head over there And then I can't really decide what to do next. Really want to build the observation tower, and I've been looking at some different tower designs on the interwebs to get inspiration. But can't really decide exactly what I want to do. But I do want to get the tower done, and really where I'm starting with the tower is with some sort of an elevator. So I've been looking at different designs for piston elevators and zipper elevators, and there's ender pearl elevators and all sorts of different stuff. And we really can't do the ender pearl elevator because we don't have a lot of ender pearls, and we don't have an ender girl farm to get ender girl eggs with. But eventually we'll figure something out, and I think I might just do a kind of a square design for a piston elevator. Did I just lose the tower? Yeah, you can't see it anymore. But let's head into the Nether and see what's going on with the station. So here you guys go. This is what she looks like, and let's take it down. We'll head back all the way. You see I ended up putting slabs on here, and 9 times out of 10 when I come down through here, I don't have any problems with there being spawns of pigmen. But it was like after 2 or 3 trips I did have pigmen get in the way, and I just didn't want to have to deal with it like ever. So I've covered the entire track in half slabs. We do have a couple of danger zone areas where the track is uncovered, and I kind of like it. I'm kind of leaving it like that because of the danger aspect. It's dangerous, so it's cool. But everything is good. Let's just make sure. I've been taking the rail down kind of over and over just to make sure that everything works good. See, we got some pigmen over here, but they generally don't get in the way too awful bad. But yeah, this is all working, and it's cool. So it's good that we finally got a project done. But I had touched upon something a minute ago, and I didn't really talk about it. But as far as the projects that I want to do, I want to get the observation tower finished so that we have that piece done, so we can go up there and look over what's going on the canvas and kind of see what we've created. But also, I really want to get an Enderman farm going, because I just don't want to have to go back to Fortress to go to the boot, and the boot does, even though in 1.3 you'll only need 30 levels to get the maximum enchants, it still does take a little bit of time, where if we had an Ender Girl farm, what do I have in here? Oh, stuff. If we had an Ender Girl farm, it would be a lot easier. You get 30 in like 30 seconds. So it's a lot simpler to get our levels that way and get enchants. And I'm a right tool for the right job kind of guy. Gotta have enchantments to have tools so I can get stuff done quickly. But yeah, so I think one of the reasons why I didn't want to go to the end right away is because I know that most likely the stronghold will be a decent amount of distance away from here, and if it's in chunks I haven't loaded, I want to wait for the new update so that in case there's any emerald that could possibly be in those unloaded chunks, I'm able to find that stuff. Wow, okay, let's just go ahead and reload everything. So yeah, that's kind of what's been going on today, and I have some really grand plans for what I'd like to do. I just don't know. I think maybe I'm dreaming a little too big. But I was thinking about doing some sort of covering for the whole area, for the entire 255 blocks. And I also was thinking about starting to draw a circle around about 256 block circle around the center point, just to kind of outline the canvas area. But that in itself, I mean, I think a circle that has a radius of 255 is like 1,500 blocks. So that is a substantial amount of blocks. So I don't really kind of know. We're kind of still stuck in that respect. But so far, since the last time you guys saw, we got the melon seeds, we got the minecart rail station, or the minecart rail track back to the fortress finished, and we got some of the animals up there, and we got the village done. So we're making progress. We're definitely making some progress. But it's going to be a little bit of a quick update today. I think that's all we're going to be really talking about. And I am going to go ahead and spend some time today doing some stuff and things. And probably clear this out. I may start on that. I may start on that circle. I don't know. I may just go ahead and start on the tower, do the research, get the supplies that I need to get the zipper tower going, and start building the tower. I don't really know how high I want to go, but I think I'm going to go a decent amount of height. So I also want to look, because it's going to be a decent amount of resources, or a decent height for the tower, I also want to make sure that that it's not a resource intensive, or it's a, I'm budgeting my resources with redstone and stuff like that. I have a ton of redstone, but still, I don't want to make it ridiculous. 300 blocks high or 255 blocks high, or something like that. But yeah, that's what's been going on. Thanks very much for everybody's well wishes and stuff when I was traveling. And also, I have noticed, and I talked about this in a previous video, that I normally do a thank you to new subscribers. And I had somebody I had noticed, and I thought maybe I might have to start worrying about this eventually. I thought, people might start subscribing twice just to get in the video and get their name up in lights. And I had somebody do that, and you never know. It may not be because that person, they may have subscribed twice because they accidentally unsubscribed. They may have just recently subscribed accidentally and then decided to unsubscribe and then said, hey, I like Slip, I'm going to subscribe again, or something like that. But yeah, I think that, I don't know if I'm going to be able to say thank you individually to every new subscriber. But I'm going to keep trying it until it gets out of hand. But yeah, so I do always want to thank the new subscribers. You guys are awesome. We appreciate, the army of us appreciates it when you subscribe and you start viewing the vids, and we're making stuff happen, making stuff and things better around here. And yeah, that's it. I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day. And as far as the daily episodes, I do have a little bit of a different shift tomorrow, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to put a video out tomorrow. It may be another quick one, and hopefully back to a more regular schedule on Wednesday. So yeah, let's head up to the top here and just see what we got going on really quickly. It doesn't really look much different, does it? Not much. Well, we got a bigger village now, which is cool. And we got that going on, which is cool. And I think I'm going to build an altar to Notch over here. I just think it's a neat area. I think it might be cool to build an altar to the Minecraft god Notch. And yeah. So that's it for today, and I will catch you guys next time. Ki! Ugh.